Hello and welcome to tonight's program. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host tonight, Jimmy McKay, and I'm honored to serve on the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research Board of Trustees. Some of you may know me from my show, PT Podcast. Now, if you're joining us on social media, list your school in the comments below for a shout out, and we can flash them on the screen. Donors and supporters like you make this work possible. Together, we've got a lot to celebrate. So let's thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor tonight, HPSO CNA. Our contributing sponsors, APTA Academy of Leadership and Innovation, APTA Acute Care, APTA Hand and Upper Extremity, APTA Home Health, APTA Kentucky, APTA New York, Excelsior, California Physical Therapy Fund, and Rehab Essentials. Our co-host for tonight's event is Marquette University. We'd also like to thank the American Physical Therapy Association, our lead donor and pinnacle partner in research. Tonight, we celebrate the future leaders of the profession, the student fundraisers who give forward to physical therapy by participating in the VCU Marquette Challenge. And since 1989, students have raised more than $4.5 million. That's a lot of cash. Just for physical therapy research. We'll announce this year's Top Fundraising School live. Top Fundraising School gets co-hosting bragging rights for the 2022-2023 challenge. We'll also be joined by several guests who have a connection with the Marquette Challenge. I myself participated in the Marquette Challenge as a student at Marymount University, where we had our first annual 5K race. Speaking of leadership, the challenge would not be possible without student coordinators. So let's welcome them. Let's welcome Hannah Howell, the student coordinator of this year's challenge and recent graduate from Marquette University. Congratulations, Maya. And Maya King, student coordinator from co-host school, Virginia Commonwealth University. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, now for a special message from Foundation President Paul Rocker and APTA President Roger Herr.
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening. It's great to celebrate the student fundraisers for the VCU Marquette Challenge tonight. We've weathered some unpredictable years together, but in 2021, we were able to award $851,000 in physical therapy research grants, scholarships, and fellowships. Our student fundraisers make a major contribution to our ability to carry out our mission. Thank you. Would also like to thank our challenge title sponsor, HPSO CNA. Our work would not be possible without the support of our sponsors and donors. I would also like to thank APTA and acknowledge the organization's many years of support of research. APTA has been our leading donor throughout our history, sharing our vision for what research can do for the profession. It's an honor for me to introduce Roger Herr, APTA's president. Roger, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Paul. It's great to be here tonight celebrating the future leaders of the profession. These student fundraisers make a meaningful contribution to the profession through their support of physical therapy research. We see you and appreciate your passion for physical therapy. It's my hope that each of you will stay connected to research throughout your careers. We're living an exciting time for the profession. Advancing physical therapy research will help us address some of the most urgent needs of society and show the value of what we do. APTA proudly supports the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research and its investments in the most promising research and researchers. We extend our appreciation to the students who participate in the Marquette Challenge as a way to help the Foundation pursue its mission. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now, as a reminder, we're going to announce the top VCU Marquette Challenge fundraising schools at the bottom of the hour. That's coming up. From both in-person and virtual 5Ks to bracket fundraisers, merch sales, and field days, you got to love the creativity. We look forward to sharing some messages from these schools in this half hour. And again, be sure to shout out your congratulations on social media, and we'll share it right here. Coming up, we'll speak with a researcher who began their career with foundation funding and an announcement about this year's honorable mention schools. But first, a quick message from some of the many schools participating this year on why they support PT research.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm a third-year Pta School student at Shenandoah University, and research is important because it offers me the best evidence out there to provide for my patients.
As a PT resident, why is it important to raise money for PT research?
So, as a resident, I'm a neurological resident here at LSU Health Shreveport, and we go through research weekly. We're reading the most current articles and discussing them, and then talking about patients that we have that we can apply that research to. So it's extremely important that we are constantly performing research and putting research out there, publishing it, so that we can get it out to all of the physical therapists who are wanting to use their evidence-based research to get their patients better.
Hi, my name is Dr. Catherine Bain. I'm an assistant professor in the Division of Physical Therapy at Shenandoah University. Research is so important because it's really our goal to help not only create empathetic clinicians, but we also want to expose our student researchers so that when they get out into the real world, they're using evidence-based practice to really enhance their clinical decision-making processes.
People who are impacted by disability need physical therapists to help them overcome those problems. And we can do that best when we are supported by research that helps inform our decisions and helps us deliver the most effective and successful care that we can.
Now, no pressure, but here's the prize tonight for the winning school. And just so the insurance company, that dent, I didn't do that. That was in transit. Might have put that last year. All right, our first guest of the evening is Kristen Leach, a researcher from the University of Southern California who began her career with the foundation, receiving several scholarships, the 2020 Magistral Family Foundation Research Grant, and most recently, Kristen is the winner of the FPTR's Twitter Research Madness competition. So congratulations. That's got to be the highlight and the pinnacle of your career, obviously. Kristen, welcome.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yes, of course, the Twitter research or the Twitter award is definitely the highlight of my career so far. I feel very proud of that.
We expect to see it on the resume. Now, Kristen, the work that you did in gait and walking patterns is really interesting. Talk to us a little bit about your current research.
I'd be happy to. So the central mission of my research lab is really to reduce disability in older adults by addressing gait dysfunction. And right now our research is primarily focused on older adults who have had strokes. And we're specifically trying to understand how physical therapists might be able to combine the use of external feedback, like visual or verbal cues, with high intensity gait training, which we know is really effective at reducing gait dysfunction in people post-stroke. And we want to be able to figure out how to combine these two things so that PTs can really optimize the outcomes of their patients with the interventions that they provide. We're also working on understanding how someone's cognitive impairment after they've had a stroke might influence someone's ability to learn how to walk again.
So let's talk a little bit deeper. What does this type of research mean for patients and clinicians who want to help their patients?
Yeah, our hope is that this type of research can provide clinicians evidence to inspire the structure of their interventions, and also to develop new tools using this evidence to integrate into their plans of care, ultimately to drive the most change that we can and recovery in our patients. Kind of echoing the sentiment of many of the videos that you just played.
Yeah, those were great. We should have more hula hoop next year. I'm just putting in a request for that one. Now let's draw the line right back to the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research. How did early career funding, like that supported by our challenge participants, help you to get you where you are today?
Man, the early career funding like that provided by the Marquette Challenge was crucial to launching my career as a research scientist. It allowed me to collect pilot data as a PhD student, to apply for larger grants. It allowed me to travel to conferences, to talk to people about the work that I was doing, and to meet other PTs who were interested in research, and really fully supporting my development into the scientist that I am today. I am forever grateful.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come on and tell more of us about this, to spread the word. And again, congratulations on the Twitter thing.
Thank you.
All right. Now let's take a look at a quick video for more of those challenge participants we were talking about.
As the Ohio State University student coordinators for VCU Marquette Challenge, we're honored to once again be recognized by the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research for our fundraising efforts over the past year.
We want to give a big thank you to all the students, faculty, alumni, staff, and community partners that made this possible.
As we continue to navigate this challenging climate, we're simply grateful to be able to contribute to a bright future for our classmates and colleagues.
Once again, on behalf of the Ohio State University.
O.
H.
I.
O. Welcome to High Point University's Human Biomechanics and Physiology Lab. We're so happy to be a part of a foundation that supports researchers and clinicians like the ones that work in here.
Hello, my name is Dylan Fix.
And my name is Megan Shelton. We are representing the University of Oklahoma.
Our students have been flexible and supportive over the last few years as we've had to change how we fundraise in the midst of a pandemic. We are grateful to still have the opportunity to contribute to physical therapy research.
Love seeing messages like that. Now, tonight, we will announce the winner of the 2021-2022 VCU Marquette Challenge. 79 schools participated in this year's challenge. We'd like to thank the hundreds of students who made this possible and the faculty and communities that support them. The top 3 schools in alphabetical are the University of Delaware, the University of Miami, and Virginia Commonwealth University. The school that receives the top honor as the highest fundraising school will have naming rights, bragging rights, and will co-host the 2022-2023 challenge along with the challenge's founding school, Marquette University, and they'll get to hold this once I'm done drinking out of it. The challenge has been around for much of the foundation's history. Since 1979, the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research has funded $20 million in research grants, fellowships, and scholarships. These investments help research advance their work. For every dollar the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research invests, our research go on to secure $47 in follow-on funding from larger funding agencies like the National Institutes of Health. Next up, we'd like to welcome Chase Kuhn, APTA Student Assembly President, and he's also related to the Ohio State University. Chase, welcome.
Hi, Jimmy. Thank you. And yeah, the Ohio State University. It's official now.
It is official now. Chase, how have you participated in the Marquette Challenge? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I've been lucky. Not only does the Student Assembly Board promote the Marquette Challenge, but I personally worked on the committee at the Ohio State University, who puts on our annual Theraball. It's a night of food and dancing and minute-to-win-it style challenges where we raise money for the foundation. It is a lot of fun.
All right, putting fun events on is fun, but it's also work. So why is research so important, worth that effort, that time, and that work for the future of the profession?
Yeah, so research, it touches everything that we do. Of course, we want to know that our interventions are effective, but there are also people researching things like physical therapy education and telehealth and our care delivery models, and really making sure that all aspects of our care are where they need to be. So it just touches everything we do.
Now, Chase, you mentioned the Theraball. You know, we talked a little bit about some of the other types of events that students have had to get involved in the challenge. What are some other ways students can get involved in the challenge?
I think that a good first step is really just to kind of reach out to your program director, see if it's something your school's participated in the past. If not, that's a great opportunity for you to kind of make a mark for yourself at the program level. And then go onto the challenge website, check out the toolkit or steal some of the ideas that you hear tonight and just kind of put your own spin on it. I think no involvement in the challenges is too small. So if you've got a fun idea, might as well go for it.
And they add up. Tonight we're going to get we're going to up the total of the Foundation Challenge in its history, and you see no contribution is too small. Well, Chase, thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy.
All right, up next, we'd like to recognize our honorable mention schools to be announced by one of our challenge coordinators, Maya King from VCU. Now, these 14 schools have each raised at least $3,000 for research in this year's challenge.
I'd like to thank this year's honorable mention schools. Each of these schools raised more than $3,000 for research. First is Arcadia University.
Good nights.
Duke University.
Woo! Go Duke! Go Duke! Woo!
Somerset Community College.
Somerset!
Indiana University.
Woo!
Northwestern University.
Wildcats brought it home.
LSU Health Shreveport.
We're LSU Health Shreveport. Go Tigers! Woo!
University of Illinois at Chicago.
Woo!
William Carey University.
Yeah!
Emory University.
Let's go, Emory! Woo!
Shenandoah University.
We are so excited for Shenandoah and receiving this award.
Woo! Go SU!
University of New England.
Greetings from UAE! We had a great time participating at this year's Marquette Challenge. See you next year!
And Washington University in St. Louis.
Let's go WashU!
I'd also like to thank the schools who were unable to join us tonight. Mayo Clinic School of Health Sciences and Regis University. Thank you for giving forward to the profession, students.
Congratulations again for receiving that honorable mention. Thanks, Maya and Sharon Dunn, of course, down at LSU. Getting them all together. Our next guest of the evening is Jan Hughes Austin. As a student at UNC Chapel Hill, Jan was introduced to the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research through the Marquette Challenge. Interesting enough, she later went on to become the recipient of a 2014 Miami Marquette Challenge research grant. Jan, welcome. You're currently an assistant professor at the University of California, San Diego in the Department of Orthopedic Surgery, and you're joining us tonight, so thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be here.
So it feels very full circle. Let's talk about that. First, being involved as a student, and then coming all the way back around to receiving the Foundation's named award for the Marquette Challenge.
That's right. So looking back, I took a look back at my old notes, and I will confess that I still have a lot of them. And reflecting on these experiences in PT school, a recurring theme is that we are an incredibly motivated group. So not just in our own pursuits, but in supporting others and our profession. And so as a student at Carolina, a key theme in our training was evidence-based practice, like even all those years ago. And so my notes from a student PT association meeting describes the Marquette Challenge as an opportunity to support PC research and advancement of evidence-based practice. So, you know, even I guess almost 20 years ago, as a group, like we were dedicated to fundraising, you know, mostly through the golf tournament, massage clinics, or various seminars. And so in keeping with this evidence-based practice theme, my personal application for the Marquette Challenge Award, as well as my current research program, genuinely seeks to utilize clinical signs and symptoms and subclinical measures in order to make immediate and applicable assessments and affect change in health and patient care. So it really was an honor to be on the receiving end of this award. And I was incredibly motivated to fulfill its mission. So thank you.
All right. So if you were talking to yourself those years ago,
right.
Well, let's talk about this. How did the Challenge Grant help build on your research career and continue your field of research? What would have gotten your attention then?
So the thing is, the Challenge Grant provided me my very first investigator-initiated award as a postdoc fellow. And it was the catalyst for obtaining other grants, as well as my appointment as assistant professor at UC San Diego. And so, you know, I didn't quite know, you know, where my path would take me, but my interests have always remained the same. And so my particular research focuses on processes influencing abnormal calcification. So this could be in the blood vessels and in the bone. And so the Marquette Challenge Grant itself linked my past experience in physical therapy with my doctoral work in rheumatoid arthritis related autoimmunity, and then expanded that into bone health. So because of this award, you know, I've been able to continue investigating this link between heart disease and bone disease and whether autoimmunity plays a role. I've also been able to investigate hip fracture pathology and bone turnover, especially in patients with chronic kidney disease. And so I do thank the students and everyone who donated. And so because of that support, I've been able to develop this research program that's unique to me. And then hopefully it will ultimately guide clinicians to improve patient outcomes.
All right, finally, what do you think these students, the ones paying attention now, the ones getting involved, and the next generation coming, have to offer to the profession as they begin their careers as physical therapists?
Well, so these students are incredibly bright, incredibly driven, and engaged. And so I believe they will approach their profession just as they have approached their training. So that's with a lot of curiosity and a high regard for humanity. And so I think just as with any research opportunity, I think they will identify a barrier or a gap, either on a population level or an individual level. And I think they'll be able to figure out how to navigate it for the health of their patients and the public.
Jan, thanks so much for all that you did, coming full circle and to sharing your story tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you again, everybody.
PT and PTA student fundraisers are so important to the foundation in helping carry out our mission to fund research and optimize movement and health. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the PT students at MGH Institute of Health Professions. This year, they got creative and held all their fundraisers through Just Giving, a crowdfunding platform that allows you to customize your own fundraising page and sends donations directly to the foundation. Recently, they shared their experience with the platform.
Hi, we're the MGH IHP PT Club Class of 2024. We were very fortunate enough to have many events this year.
In planning these events, we found that Just Giving was the best way to raise funds for the Marquette Challenge.
Anyone attending these events could donate to the Just Giving page, and the money would go directly to the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research.
It was so easy to manage money this way.
It also gave people a peace of mind to know that their money was going directly to the challenge.
If you need a way to manage and raise your funds, we definitely recommend Just Giving.
We had a lot of fun planning events and raising money for Marquette Challenge this year. We hope you do too.
Still creating, still innovating with the challenge. Let's bring back our student coordinators, Hannah and Maya.
I would like to announce one of the first awards for tonight to University of Oklahoma Health Sciences for the Best Comeback Award. The Best Comeback Award is given to a school that took a year off but came back better and stronger and more determined by surpassing their previous fundraising total.
The winner for the most successful PTA school award goes to Somerset Community College for this year, selling over 960 bundt cakes.
Bundt cakes.
The most creative award goes to University of South Dakota. They partnered with their state chapter to hold a research poster competition. A blog post detailing their efforts is located on the Marquette Challenge website that you have to see.
Best effort to raise over 1,000 award goes to Ithaca College. For this year, they held their annual Bomber Blitz, a volleyball tournament, and a Panera fundraiser to raise funds.
Can't go wrong with Panera.
I would like to present the most successful PT Newcomer Award to High Point University. To raise funds this year, they held a silent auction at a local cafe.
You were waiting for it, weren't you? Well, congratulations to all the award winners. Coming soon, we'll announce this year's top fundraising school. But first, some messages from some of this year's remarkable student fundraisers and participants.
Holy cow, did you see that? Whoa, the University of South Dakota DPT program won an award.
Thank you, Vcu Marquette Challenge, for the Creativity Award. Go Girls!
Hey, Dr. Dunn, are you proud of LSU for participating in the Marquette Challenge this year?
Hey, Mackenzie, couldn't be more proud. This is our third year of having a significant presence in the Marquette Challenge. We had a field day this year. The last 2 years we did kickball. This is an amazing, fun event. First year we got a newcomer award. Last year we got a merit award. So look out, Pitt. We're coming for you.
Go Tigers!
I'm thrilled with the faculty and the students, and special shout out to April Brown, who's been our faculty sponsor all along. This just keeps getting better.
All right, as a reminder, if you'd like to shout out your school, share your congrats on social media. I mean, the Stanley Cup was just awarded, but the winner tonight is going to take this home and get to drink from the challenge chalice for the next 365 days. All right, let's bring back in our coordinators right now. For some awards.
For the schools receiving the Award of Merit for raising more than $6,000 for research are The Ohio State University and the University of Oklahoma Health Sciences Center.
And the school receiving the Award of Excellence for raising more than $10,000 for research is New York University.
Wow. Congratulations. Thanks so much, ladies. Now, coming up soon, we'll announce this year's top fundraising school. Again, thank you to all the schools that have participated. Here's some details. Every dollar raised helps fund research. Although there is a friendly competition, the success of a challenge would not be possible without future physical therapists and physical therapist assistants from across the U.S. pitching in. But before we announce this year's top fundraiser, a few messages from our top three.
Hello, my name's Marina.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're second-year fundraising chairs at the University of Delaware Physical Therapy Program.
And we'd like to thank everyone within and outside of our department for getting us into the top 3 this year for the Marquette Challenge, benefiting the Foundation for Physical Therapy Research.
Thank you so much for donating.
Hi, we are the student coordinators for the University of Miami, and we are so excited to be a part of the top 3 for the Marquette Challenge this year.
Our fundraising events included an annual gala with a silent auction, a clothing order, and restaurant fundraisers.
We are so grateful for the opportunity to raise money and awareness for physical therapy research through the Marquette Challenge to better the future of our profession.
Thank you, and go Canes!
Hello, I'm Rod. I'm one of the Marquette Challenge coordinators for VCU. We had a great time participating and fundraising in the Marquette Challenge for the 2021-2022 school year. This year, we organized a cornhole tournament, a Pie Professor event, and our annual golf tournament, as well as other small fundraisers and events with local businesses. I'd like to just say thank you to all of our donors and sponsors who supported our efforts this year, and to the Foundation for organizing another great challenge. Thank you, and go Rams.
All right, there is an opportunity right near to do what the Tampa Bay Lightning did not do. Could VCU go 3 in a row? It's time to bring out our top 3 schools. All right. There we go. All right. Our top school. The University of Miami. No, you? Where's the you? There you go. All right. I know you mathematicians out there realize when I announce the second place school out of 3, you'll figure out who the first place school is. Now, University of Miami raised $17,344. Our second place school raised $20,050, and they are the University of Delaware, which means for a 3rd straight year, VCU with more than $23,000 brings home the challenge chalice for a 3rd straight year. Congratulations, 3 in a row for VCU. I think we got Maya with us to answer some questions. First of all, congratulations. How's that feel?
It feels good. Thank you.
All right. Now, how are you able to turn this year's challenge into such a success, a three-peat?
A lot of help from people. We had a lot of amazing students who were just eager to help out and volunteer for events. We had a lot of people who were open to using their talents for events. We had like a cycling event. We had people who were helping with a cornhole tournament that we had. So yeah, it was just a lot of people coming together to make it happen.
Now, I'm not going to ask for any inside information, but anything you want to reveal, any exciting plans for next year, the things you can reveal to us?
I think it's going to be a lot of the same with our popular fundraisers, like the cornhole tournament and the golf tournament are always super successful, and our vice president always does an amazing job with that. And then I think our incoming coordinator has some pretty cool ideas and up his sleeve, so hopefully those will come to fruition, and we'll see those next year too.
Listen, Maya, 3 letters. I'm just going to throw it out. See, you do what we want. NFTs. I don't know what they are, but people are all abuzz about those things. Congratulations again. We're going to throw this in FedEx. We'll get it shipped your way to make sure you can drink out of the challenge. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring back Hannah. I want to congratulate all 79 participating schools. Hannah, that's a lot of different schools.
That is a lot. And I would like to announce how much we collectively raised together. So this year we raised $170,221.98, which is amazing. And that brings the new total for $4.6
$6
million
million.
for research.
$4.6 million. That's a lot of research money. That's great. Want to congratulate all our awardees and thank that our student participants could not do it without you. Also want to thank our sponsors. Again, our title sponsor, HPSO CNA. Our contributing sponsors, the APTA Academy of Leadership and Innovation. You might have known as the Catalyst. APTA's Acute Care, APTA Hand and Upper Extremity, APTA Home Health, APTA Kentucky, APTA New York, California Physical Therapy Fund, and Rehab Essentials. Our co-host for tonight's event. Thanks again to Marquette University.
I want to thank everyone for all the hard work everyone put in for these schools. You guys obviously are still facing lots of challenges and changes over the past year, so it's so fun to see how far everyone's effort goes to supporting physical therapy research. So please continue to step up and invest in the future of this profession.
And I just want to say thank you to the students and the faculty who support us in what we do, and we appreciate each and every school that pitched in to make this year a success. And we look forward to seeing you guys next year.
Maya, the cup is in the mail. I promise. This thing's coming your way.
Sounds good.
Enjoy it. Thanks again to this year's co-host, Marquette University and VCU. Congrats again. We'd also like to thank our student coordinators, Hannah Howell, Maya King, Ashley DiGiaco, and Jessica Strupp for their dedication and hard work this year. Fundraising for the 2022-2023 challenge starts, well, right now. There we go. Please help us pass the torch to the incoming student coordinators as we enter another year. To get started, visit our website at marquettechallenge.com. Thank you all, and good night.